Sanbonani Dumelang, Guten Morgen, how's it? It is been too long since I put a video up. I haven't been doing anything exciting. It's just a day trip today, nothing fantastic. Instead of telling you and showing you where I'm going, I'm going to just show you what I'm doing. So it's just the little guy and me. Mommy is at home, the wife, she's there recovering from a small operation she had. So we decided to give her some peace and head out, just do some driving and bush cooking and playing around today. We spend a huge amount of time trying to prioritize outdoor and adventurous activities, especially when you got one of these little guys. It's so important, in my opinion at least, to do stuff with them and try and teach them a little bit of, life. School is great, don't get me wrong. I believe school is important, reading, writing and arithmetic. He doesn't think school is important at all, but I do. However, what I get to teach him, what my dad gets to teach him, what he learns from my friends, I think is more important. You can navigate life without being able to complete a trigonometry problem. You can navigate life without knowing the history of Napoleon. You can navigate life without knowing what the letters in a periodic table mean. But you can't navigate life without knowing how to live properly, how to look after yourself, how to do basic things like cook and camp and fix stuff and build stuff and survive. And none of that stuff is what they are teaching kids in school. And that is why we do what we do, and we do it so often, because life lessons are just as important as school lessons. So for those actually going to ask, we are at Killarney 4x4, and why we've come here is quite simple. It is 25 minutes from home. It's easy, doesn't use a hell of a lot of diesel. It's perfect for a quick day to come have a braai out here in the veld, let the kids play. It just ticks the boxes for us. We were going to go somewhere else, but we just decided, you know what, keep it easy, keep it chilled. We can come out, kill the morning a little bit, and then kind of be home by 1, 2 o'clock to get the week prep ready. For those who don't know, Killarney 4x4 is under new management, so a lot of the rules that chased everybody away have been removed, and they've reverted back to what rules there used to be in place here. So you won't see any more of the silliness, guys doing donuts with children in the back of their Land Cruisers, and all of that nonsense is apparently over. As well as you are more than welcome now to have a beer with your braai. A huge amount of work has been done on the road. This is the entrance road. If you guys scroll through, I think 2 or 3 videos back, maybe even the last video, I can't remember, but I did a video on this place where I showed you guys a couple of things. So I'm not going to get into too much of that in today's little clip, but in case you haven't seen anything else and this does pop up and you are still watching at this point, Killarney 4x4 out in Shangweni. It's 200 bucks a day, and that 200 rand covers the vehicle and all occupants. There is camping here as well, 100 rand a person a night. 220 volt power at the campsite. Cell phone signal is available, but it's not great. And they have got gas heated ablutions, so you can shower with warm water here. But yeah, let's go and see what today brings. We got some fun stuff planned for the little guy, so let's go and enjoy ourselves. Just taking a quick look at this crossing, I see there has been a previous casualty here. That's what happens when you take the wrong line. Okay, so we elected not to tackle that that crossing. Not because of difficulty, but man, the water stinks here. I honestly think they've got a sewage leak upstream somewhere. So I'm not keen to get too much of my car covered in poo water. So we've gone looking for another crossing that we found the last time we were here, which is this one, which is significantly shallower. And yeah, we're still gonna get poo water on the car, but at least now I don't have to worry about potentially getting stuck and doing a recovery in sewage water. This is not a great look for the venue. Yeah, I must say this is not something that thrills me. But anyway, let's go and take a little drive through this river. So for those who are new to the 4x4 game, it's advisable in most situations, if not all, to walk any river crossing. Even if you've done them previously, I always advise guys to walk them, because water changes the structure of what it flows over with time, depending on the intensity of which it's flowing. So obviously with a big storm, the surface that you are used to driving on may change somewhat slightly. So it's always advisable to walk any crossings that you do. I know I didn't now, but my experience unfortunately creates a large degree of complacency. So it is what it is. But I can always tell people who are getting started in the 4x4 game to rather walk a crossing than eyeball it and just give it a bash, because you just never know what you're going to actually encounter. Especially if you're by yourself, you can't take it for granted that you'll get through on the first time. Hey, good shot, boy.
I don't know how, because my helmet is breaking.
So Uncle Rob's fitted these Patriot rugged terrain tires yesterday. They are rugged terrain like the terra firmas. However, if you look at the sidewall, they're substantially more aggressive than the terra firmas, as well as being a 3-ply versus the terra firma 2-ply. So it's a heavier, more robust carcass on this tire. That in and of itself will come with a slight loss of power and a slight increase in fuel consumption, but it's a small price to pay for the added protection. And it comes complete with little skulls and pistons on the sidewall.
Are they coming?
Okay, so that was a nice little river crossing there. Guys must understand that we don't do the hardcore off-roading stuff. We're not like the Aussie channels and some of the local guys who like to wheel really hard. My days of that stuff are over. So you'll see a lot of this bushveld driving. You'll see a lot of me with the youngsters in the back enjoying themselves. This is our vibe. Family, friends. Yes, we've got kitted out 4x4s, so should we encounter a section of trail that is a little bit more substantial than a gravel road, we are very happy to tackle it. So I know with the suspension setup in my car that is done by TJM, I'm very happy and very capable to tackle just about any terrain that I may come across in the adventures that we go on. And that, coupled with decent tires, mean that I know my capabilities. Back in the day when I first got my Ranger and I drove it like it was a Rubicon triple locked on 35s, all that ended up happening was I broke stuff regularly. And in the Beninging we went through front diff mounts, those broke. I broke the passenger side engine mounting. I'm on my third set of lower control arms because of how I used to drive this car. I am on it's my first set of aftermarket control arms, but prior to that I went through 2 sets of OEM upper control arms. So I've now got the Ironman upper control arms in, and they're working. There was a product recall on them. So hello Matthew.
Hello.
And unfortunately, as a result of that product recall, my model number was on it, but I've tried now for over a year to get them to assist me and they haven't. So I definitely wouldn't recommend the Ironman stuff. They just don't come back to you. I've spoken to a lot of their senior management and it's just promise after promise. And yeah, in amongst all the other damages and breakages, we let me just check what's happening here. So I need to be able to negotiate not only the road, the trees as well, and film. We lost quite a few small things. I ended up breaking CVs and stuff like that, but it's inevitable when you wheel a bit. So that's why we've slowed it down, because it's expensive. And when you don't have a lot of sponsors, oh, that was a big step down. You have to pay it out of your own pocket, and that's what a lot of guys do. But unfortunately, it becomes difficult. I'll be honest. I was spending, after a good weekend of wheeling, you know, you end up dropping 10 to 15k the following week in repairing damages because I only use OEM parts. So it's not an easy thing.
Okay, you're on that side, eh? So go slowly.
Hey, easy in a Ranger, baby. Lovely!
Okay, a little bit that way. A little bit that way. More, yeah. More. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Slowly. Slowly, as you are. A little bit more, slowly. You need to straighten up. Okay, okay. A little bit that way. Okay, keep going. Okay. You must keep. But let's go, buddy. You did a good job getting out of this. No interfere. And that's what happens to me. So basically, wheel travels from there to the tractor here.
Yeah, literally, the front wheel will lift up now, and then it doesn't touch the ground.
I think you're right of you.
That's what I wanted to do. Okay, what? Stop. First gear, handbrake up, switch off.
So that was a little bit more than what we normally do, but at the end of the day, and this is bringing back to what I said earlier about having our vehicles kitted out, so should we come across something like that, we can drive it without turning around and having to drive hours and hours backwards, and it makes it fun. We've got winches, we've got big recovery points, we've got the clearance, we've got good suspension, we've got nice tires. That's why we use the stuff. So I set out with a goal to use my winch. I wanted to use it. It's been a while since I've used it as a recovery tool, and that's exactly what we did today. We're making our way back to camp now. We'll go and have a little braai and relax. It was a very easy, chilled drive. Yeah, no, this is the nice thing is we get to stand here like this now, and you look at, there's 4 vehicles here, and it's four different setups.
I actually don't have any more.
You finished that shot? There you go, that's another lekker little successful day we've had there. Quick and easy, a little bit later than we anticipated. It's now 3 o'clock, but the beauty is, I'd say most of us are 20 minutes from home. Rob is maybe 30, but it's not a long drive, it's easy drive right now. So a lekker day. As always guys, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you very much, and until the next time, lekker.